Everyone loves a bit of Chinese. Today we're going to talk about the Chinese influencing the Australian, particularly the Sydney property market. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it right now.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Good morning.
Good morning, Billy Bob. How's your weekend?
It was good. I didn't eat any Chinese, but had some Indian instead, and it was beautiful. We're talking about, everyone loves a bit of Chinese this morning. Chinese investment, Chinese food, the people, love it.
It's big. So quarter on quarter, we're at the highest point in the last 8 years for foreign investment from the particularly from that Chinese market. So it's clawing itself back. Now, there was so much influx. My brother-in-law sent me this message and this article, and he says Chinese money is cooking Singapore. They must be looking at Sydney after the 60% tax has been introduced. 60% tax. So it's really, really looking good for Sydney when there's that sort of foreign support. Although some people may say we don't want it.
Yeah, there's been a couple of published articles across the reporters that is talking about the Chinese investment re-entering the market, helping to push up prices. There's particular demand for large blocks in desired suburbs and off-the-plan apartments in the CBD.
And I think the big question people often think, why? Part of the research that we've been doing, they've lined their coffers and they've saved a lot of money through COVID, and it's almost like, I think the article I was reading was calling it revenge spending. So people have been in China, saving their money, staying at home for a very extended period, more than any other country, saved a lot. And they're like, you know what, now I'm going to do this and buy something. Now, having said that, did you see that? Have you ever heard of that Jack Ma guy, the guy from Alibaba?
No, but I know Alibaba.
So I think he was like a billion. I think he was worth tens of billions or hundreds of billions of dollars, and he went missing.
Oh.
So and it seems to be a bit of a trend in China. If you got a bit of money, you go missing. And he ended up turning up in. He's turned up now as a university professor in Japan, teaching.
Interesting. That is.
So my point is, that sort of stuff doesn't happen in Sydney, in Australia, and I think that there's the attitude of the 1 point whatever billion dollar Chinese is, if they can pull away some of their cash, some of their money, and educate their kids in a country, educate them well with a good Western education, and buy some property and lock it away, it's safe.
It's safe. That certainly seems to be the I guess desirable trait of Australia. The top 10 sources of investment by value of approved residential real estate proposals came in the following for the current quarter. China on top, Hong Kong, Vietnam, UK, Singapore, and then underneath that, in much smaller denominations, was India, Taiwan, Nepal, Indonesia, and Malaysia.
Yeah, solid.
There you go. But yeah, it was interesting. I saw that 70% of household income is locked away in property. China.
Really?
Sorry, 70% of household wealth. Yeah, wealth, not income. Sorry, wealth was locked in property. China. I'd love to know the Aussie number.
Yeah, of that amount of money that's in there. So anyway, guys, keep an eye out for the foreign investment. It's definitely here. Is our government going to squash it and introduce a tax to slow it down, or is our government going to support and open their arms to it? It's going to be really interesting in the next 6 to 12 months what government attitude on foreign investment of money coming in is going to be. What do you reckon if you had a punt?
I'd say for the 6 to 12 month, whilst we're still recovering, they will. They won't promote it any more than I think they are now, but they're not going to shut it down. And I think if they get to the point where they have seen that recovery happen, then they will just revert back to what they had it as normal, which I think was some form of slowdown, but it wasn't ruling it out altogether.
Oh, look, Mark Novak said something.
He's our only viewer. No, I'm joking. Yeah, no, it's interesting though. So 60% tax. And do you know what that's on? Is that across the board or is that on property purchases? What is it?
I think it's across the board on property purchases.
Property purchase.
Yeah, wow. It's big. You got a special guest in the back.
It's my mum.
Wow.
It's my mum, and it's Dave.
Howdy.
They've been doing some foreign investment research in Thailand.
On the ground, hey?
Yeah, I've been on the ground just researching foreign investment in Thailand, and they're back today. How's Thailand, guys?
Fantastic.
Great.
Yeah?
Almost as good as Sydney.
Where'd you go? The Phuket?
Yeah.
Phuket?
Yeah, it's good.
Phuket?
Would you
And where'd
buy
you
a
stay?
holiday house out there?
No.
Not that.
Not.
No,
I don't like
Where'd
that.
you stay there? Where'd you
What's
stay
the
there?
name of that
Oldies?
joint? I know, some bloody joint.
I think.
Some resort.
Sands.
The Sands.
The Sands or
Yeah.
something, but it's enormous. It's absolutely huge. I think it's about 4,000 bloody rooms in there. That's how big the complex, right on the beachfront.
What do you guys think about
Acres
foreign
and acres.
investment?
Oh, well, you know, if you've got the extra bit of cash, you've got to
You
know
reckon,
where
you
to
reckon
sink
it's
it.
all right if the Chinese and the Indians and the Serbians all come here?
What's your road? Well, you know, they come here, a dozen of them come here and stuff our market for the local people. That's the only thing that I've got against it.
That's the downside. It stuffs it for the locals. It makes it harder for the first home buyers to get into the market when there's that foreign investment.
Very much.
That's
You
it.
can't you
So-
push from that end and it pulls from that end. You pull from that end and it pushes from that end. What do you do?
Yeah, well, you get 3% of your bloody sales from international, and you got the other 95% suffering through it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I back
So
it.
there you go, Billy Bob.
I back it.
That's what the
That's-
oldies think about it. And then they let
That's it.
these kids from the UK come in. Look, like this bloke, Billy Drury. All right, guys, that's foreign investment. Let's keep our finger on it. And Billy, have a good day. What's happening today in your world?
Going to go and look at some new properties coming on this morning. There'll be an exchange done by 12 o'clock from a negotiation over the weekend, and over 100 phone calls outbound to people that came through our properties on Saturday and Sunday.
Man on fire. Good on you, bud.
Yeah.
Have a good day, everyone. And that's foreign investment. That's a bit of Chinese for today.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Ka-ching, ka-ching. See you, bud.